Here it is, the race that broke me, that means I cannot bring myself to play Gran Turismo Sport anymore. I have endeavoured to play Gran Turismo Sport as fairly as possible, and I'm now unable to do that. The shenanigans that the no penalty system brings has left me unable to continue, and this race pretty much epitomises it. And the worst thing about it is that I was unable to remain a fair player. So I thought I'm Verdu 2 was responsible for this, so as he gets fired miles off course here, that is all my own doing, because I suspected him of shenanigans, and so I ruined his race and my own in that single move. However, if we watch the rest of this race, we'll see that driving into people, driving over people, knocking people off the circuit, ruining people's paint jobs, effectively racing as if you're at the Mildenhall Raceway instead of at Brands Hatch is common. It's common to pretty much every driver. And despite my best efforts to get past cleanly, we're still on board with I'm Verdu 2, sporting his own personal style of nefarious activity on track. But I found that I would get a good run out of a corner. I would do something that should lead to a clean overtake, but it didn't lead to a clean overtake, because if you are allowed to just drive and weave and drive people off track without picking up a penalty, it is almost impossible to pass someone. So I'm not saying that you can't have loads of fun on Gran Turismo. I really enjoyed Gran Turismo when the penalty system was in operation. I prefer it with a penalty system, however poor that penalty system is, because I think the on-track behaviour has become poorer. So I get a good run through this corner while everybody gets a fairly ropey line as they battle. And I come to the inside in an attempt to go down the inside and get pressed against the inner wall, lose control, and take this cross-country route down Paddock Hill Bend. This is a better view, really. So you get a nice line. You've deliberately taken that line. You're gaining on all the cars ahead. You move left, you can't find any space. You move right, you've got a spot, you've got a bit of a run through, and you can't get past. You've got the run, you've moved into space. If people are just allowed to drive left and right, what can you do? You can't really. So I resorted to the same tactics. I didn't like doing that, so I have skipped to Assetto Corsa. And I'm really enjoying that. There are occasions where people, in fact, move out of your way. They've made a mistake. They've slowed up. They're coming back from off track, and they're keen to not hit you. So keen to not hit you, because they don't want to ruin their safety rating, that they will get out of your way because you're going quicker than them. So I've really enjoyed a bit of Assetto Corsa. I'm going to pursue that route for a while. We'll see how we get on. In the meantime, we'll watch this last lap. Not quite sure why that bloke goes in the pits there. I think maybe he'd just had enough. Much like myself, he wasn't willing to wait to play Assetto Corsa. He'd had enough on lap 6 and just pulled in. I'm done. During this lap, I make a real effort to knock I'm Verdu 2 off the track, but I'm not very good at it because I don't practice it enough. So I think I finish 9th here. Though I think I do get the run on this last corner, but not through any fair play. Give him the nudge there, and I get the foot down, and I have a good run. Actually, he brake tests me there. But I've still got a run down the inside or the outside, and he swings left just to make sure and then brakes. It's just ridiculous. It's now officially just a computer game. It's not really a It's not to do with, it's not really pretending to race. It's just a bit Mario. I admit that, you know, if you get a good set of people driving all at the same time, it can be great, but everyone's got to be in agreement that you're going to try and race fair. The daily races don't really provide that. So unfortunately, I'm done. I will try and do a little bit of stuff on Assetto Corsa. I will miss Gran Turismo Sport. Graphics are good, handling's good, track behaviour not to my liking. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and think about subscribing.